All right, a couple good stretches for your groin. So I usually start with something simple, kind of a Spider-Man stretch, but maybe with one knee down. If you're really tight, you're gonna feel this with your knee down anyway. So I'm in a quadruped position here, knees on the ground, hands on the ground. I'm gonna bring my right leg out here and walk it out to about where my right hand is, but maybe it's about 6 to 8 inches out to the side. From here, I'm gonna let my hips sink and push my knees out over my toes, and I'm letting my hips kind of come down, and I'm actively pushing that right knee out, and then I get a nice big stretch through that right groin, knees over toes here. I can rock back and forth to make it active. I can hold to make it static. I would do the same off the other side, left foot out to the side. I like to point the toes slightly to the side here. Good, just to really accentuate the stretch through the inner thigh. A more advanced version of that might be to do it with the back knee up. So this requires a little bit more stability, but sometimes you can get a further stretch now with my back leg up. You know, this is in a lot of yoga positions. This is where, you know, the Spider-Man stretch comes from, okay? You can switch sides, back leg straight, hips down, knee over toes, add a little thoracic mobility into that as well. A couple other ones I like, a frog stretch, hands down, knees down, but I'm gonna go ahead and widen my knees apart more than shoulder width. And now I'm gonna think about actually tilting my pelvis anteriorly forward, okay? Now my butt kind of goes out into the air, and I just push my hips back towards my heels, and that really opens up my inner thighs. From another angle, knees wider than shoulder width, tilt the butt out, bring the pelvis forward, and I'm pushing through my hands, driving my hips back. You can make this active. You can hold it for 30 seconds to a minute, trying to open that up. And then one more advanced stretch I like for the groin is one leg out to the side, nice and straight. I have my left knee down, and I'm gonna kind of do the same thing I did last time, but now I'm just rocking my hips back over my left foot. And you might want to go slow. You can bring your hands, feel for the best. Yeah, right here I have good leverage, so I can bring myself down slowly, letting my hips relax, and I get a nice big stretch on that inner thigh of the right leg. So you can do that on both sides. Leg out straight. Maybe walk your hands back here, because you wouldn't just want to fall back to your heel, right? Yeah, keeping this leg straight. Maybe pushing down even too might assist in a nice big stretch with that outside foot. You can experiment with pointing the toes up. That might be a little bit more hamstring, but if I keep that foot parallel with the ground, I get a nice, good groin stretch in there. Hope that helps.